What's going on, everybody? C4, welcome back to the channel. We are here for episode 31 of our Madden 21 Detroit Lions franchise nitty-gritty. We're 10-2. We're the big dogs. We are tied. Three-way tie for the best record in the NFL, but in the NFC, we're currently the 1 seed. Dallas and New Orleans, both close teams. Like, they're the teams that we're most worried about that can potentially catch us. We want that first round bye. Today's episode is going to be a little bit fluid. We're going to have our 2 games here. We're going to sim against Atlanta on the road. We're going to play Green Bay week 14 because, you know, it's Green Bay. Anytime you can beat up a team in the division, you try to do it. Plus, they have Matt Stafford as their quarterback. If the picture becomes very clear, depending on the win-losses here of the Cowboys and Saints, if one win, like, you know, if we look like we can lock it up, if we go 2-0 for sure. But if we look like we can lock it up here after that Green Bay game, I will finish the regular season this episode. So depending on our performance, we could finish out the regular season here today. But if we go 1-1 and Dallas is still right there, I have no problem. We still have plenty of time before Madden 22 and all that stuff to squeeze in another episode for the regular season. Do 15, 16, and 17. They'll probably come out tomorrow, August 1st. I'm looking at my calendar here. But just, you know, just in case if we have everything locked up in those 3 games, you know, against Chargers, Bears, and Bucks are like, we need 1 win out of 3 or something like that. We'll just straight up sim them all because there's no way we go 0-3 in the sim, right? But we're going to focus first. Got to do the work first. Week 13 and 14 here. Got to handle our business. We're coming off a Week 12 victory over the Bears, 28-17, where Minkah Fitzpatrick got NFC Defensive Player of the Week, 11 tackles, a pick 6. Very, very happy with that performance. Carson Wentz also having a nice game there for the Indianapolis Colts. But you look here at the 5-7 Falcons. I mean, they're just, you know, they got Kyle Pitts. And I mean, for now that we're starting to see some of the ratings for Madden 22, Kyle Pitts is a freak of nature. But they still got old man Matt Ryan there. Not worried about that. Ridley and Pitts, those are the prolific players. O-line's not bad. Defensively, they have Grady Jarrett, Deion Jones, very old Earl Thomas. There's not a lot of star power. Like, that should be a game we should convincingly win and get our 11th win of the year. And then, again, Group 14 against Green Bay. Hopefully, that's just us padding our stats a little bit and beating up on a rival who's also the worst team in the division. So, let's get into the sim here against Atlanta, see where we stand after that heading into Week 14. And then hopefully, after Week 14, we go 2-0, and we can sim out and finish the regular season here today. I will say, generally speaking, though, not a massive fan of the Detroit Lions' performances here in the sim. It's very unpredictable. I could say at minimum we play down to our competition when we're going against a team we should beat, like this Atlanta team. So should be close. Hopefully it won't be. 14-7. Atlanta kicked the field goal right before the end of the first half to make it just that much more snugger. Oh my God, we're gonna end up like, we're not playing well. Offensively, it's just not going. It continues. Ever since Spencer Rattler got the Superstar X Factor, he has struggled to make any form of an impact in the sim, and we just fucking lost to the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, it's not bad from Spencer. I guarantee, like, what, you're going to see DeAndre Swift, like, 50 rushing yards, less than 50. Fred Warner eats. 3 TFLs there in a sack. Mo Hurst. When's Madden time? When's the new Madden coming out? All right, well, everything's still in play to finish out the regular season. Both Dallas and New Orleans lost. And the Saints one was interesting because they were actually playing the Packers. So Green Bay got another win. So it's still, if we win this game against Green Bay, we'll have, you know, that game buffer that I think I'd feel confident taking that and finishing out the regular season. I just feel confident that we're not going to go 0-3. And if we can win 1, if not 2 of our final 3 games, which is going to be tough because we just lost to the easiest opponent that we had on that top little banner there. We'll see, man. We'll let's do it. Let's kick the shit out of the 4-9 Packers, and we're gonna finish this regular season out and get that 1 seed locked up for the Detroit Lions. Let's get out the way. I'm only gonna be playing offense this game, and it's no reason I'm not frustrated with my defense. I don't just really want to play offense. I don't got a lot of time. We kind of lost track of time. Got to get going here on this episode. So we are just going to feature Spencer Rattler and the Detroit Lions offense. And hopefully, like we've seen in the past, when we sim with our defense, you're going to see Fred Warner. I think literally the last time we did this, Fred Warner had 3 interceptions against the Cleveland Browns. Hopefully that happens here today. Got him. Got him. Darius, I'm pretty sure they're putting a middle linebacker on him when we move Darius Slayton into the slot. Don't do that. All right, defense back on the field, forces a punt. Oof, that's a big sack. I think that takes us out of the X factor. Hell of a play. LJ Collier. Kind of a bust for the Seahawks, at least in this world. And that's actually a savage, like, we're trying to get out of our end zone. He just says, nah. Can our defense get the stop? They do not. Oh, I want to go to Hawk. Can we just lead him enough? I think we can. I hate that animation. That's a shitty animation. When you see that animation, usually it's only bad. It's either a drop, it's an interception, deflection interception, which is even worse. Let's check down here to Cephas. Just gets enough wiggle room, runs away from the DB, puts us up. First down, Green Bay 12. Okay, solid run D there. I'll cash in my slants this early. Got Slayton in the slot. That has been absolute money for us so far here. And let's, what was that? I don't know. That's probably coming back. All right, penalty calls. And it brings back the touchdown there. I got Cephas St. Brown. All right, and he gets violently thrown to the ground there. Settle for the field goal if we can make it. Which we do. It's a 4-point game, second quarter. Yeah, let's keep it on the ground. Best damn red zone running back in the NFL. Going up against a pretty stout Green Bay Packer rush defense. Let's keep them on the field here. Let's see if maybe we go Swift out the backfield. 3rd and 7. Or Hawkinson's wide open. 51, the linebacker didn't know whether to commit to Hawkinson or DeAndre Swift. Get him to bite on Swift. Hawkinson wide open, and the Lions regain the lead. Defense does a good job again. Another 3 and out for the Green Bay Packers. There we go. Nice little pass to Cephas. This is pretty easy right now. 3rd and 2. We do follow the X factor. We do throw an incompletion here. Should be another, adding insult to injury. They get the sack. There's Darius Smith comes through. Now it's going to be a very long field goal attempt. Can we make it? And we miss it. And Green Bay goes down, scores a tutty. Takes the lead. 42 seconds left to go in the first half. See if we can respond here. Let's be aggressive. Go right to Cephas. Doesn't get out of bounds. Burner timeout. There we go. Nice grab. Slayton gets out of bounds up to the 15. He's having a day. He's over at he's close. He might be close to 150. Somewhere in that range, and it's the first half. 18 seconds to go. We got Slayton in the slot. Hawks at the top of the screen. Oh, man, if we could complete that. That was a tough one. That would have been insane. That's like a Mahomes-like throw. 2nd and 10 on the 15. We actually have Slayton here running a slant. I'm going to have Swift go pass pro. Squeeze that in. He makes the grab, burn the timeout on the 1-yard line. Maybe we try to ultimately regain the confidence in DeAndre Swift. He's had a slow start to this game after the fumble. Trust him. We have 1 timeout. We're going to have 2 attempts here. Could settle for the field goal, but I want the best red zone back to remind the league just what he is. And he punches it in, regain the lead. 3 points into the second half. That's great blocking. That's great blocking. Slayton goes over 200 yards on the drive. Second touchdown for DeAndre Swift. And the better team is slowly starting to pull ahead here. Defense get another quick stop. Good drive from Green Bay. Gets a touchdown. Oh, Slayton again. He just won't be tackled. 12th catch, 230 yards. He's nuclear. Oh my God. So Darius Smith has been an absolute monster. I think that's his 3rd sack. He's been an absolute beast, keeping the Packers in this single-handedly. All right, here's we gotta go. We gotta go deep pass. The man that's been unstoppable today. I also feel like this very much is gonna be an interception. We're due. Let's see. How'd I know? How'd I know? Nice tackle, Sewell. Eric Stokes. Big time player there. I mean, Packers hoping he's going to be a big time player. Big time interception. Well, our defense holding to a field goal attempt, so we're tied up at 31. 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Ooh, press coverage. Press coverage on Slayton, who has 200 yards, and it's not Jair Alexander. Keep an eye on that. Okay, we have 2 guys over there. How's not one making a play? Like, there's just, that's, I want to be honest, that feels like scripted. 2 of my guys to 1, and the ball clearly goes to the guy that just got an interception. That felt weird. They get the touchdown. Okay, we're just going to lose every game to close out the season, and we're probably going to somehow find a way to miss the playoffs. At this rate. Jesus Christ, man. Literally couldn't miss a pass. Back-to-back throws, back-to-back interceptions. It is what it is. Let's endure. Let's go through this adversity. Let's have terrible blocking on a screen pass. Let's try to come back. And, like, tell me there's no scripting in Madden to my face. Like, I didn't even get the handoff off. I'm going for it. I don't give a fuck. This game's already determined I lost. Me going for 4th and 1 and not getting it, it's not really going to change that. That's close, but they do give us the first down. I can't believe that shit. Insta-sack? Grow up. That catch shouldn't have been that hard, but I'm glad Cephas made it. Cephas High, where you at? There we go. Whatever. Take the quick slant, Slayton. First down. Let's go. I don't want to say that we need to pick this up, but we do want to get the ball back and not have a panic drive. We get Cephas in the slant there. Swift, pass pro. I think Cephas has also gone over 100 yards. Oh my god. Who is this fucking guy? A. Collins. I couldn't tell you. Like, maybe when I see who it is, I'll be like, oh yeah, that guy. Who is A. Collins? And why is Alfred like, just, who is that? There you go, Monra. Makes some yardage of that, gets it back. 20 yards there. Got cash in slants again, boys. It's do or die. Game does not want us to secure that number 1 seed in the NFC. So you have to do everything in our power. Try and persevere. Y is open. Make the easy catch. Thank you. I am a little bit worried now. The clock is, I'm not going to say it's working against us, but there is absolutely a scenario where Green Bay just close, we're not gonna get the ball back. We're gonna have to put this one on our defense, who has been pretty good for the most part. But, it always would suck if the game ends and we don't have a chance to try to get the ball back and score. Boom. I think it's a Monra St. Brown. Easy touchdown. It's 4th of the year. This has to be a big time stand from our defense. And they do it. Okay. 53 seconds, 2 timeouts. Let's win this. Great start. Awesome. Jeff Gladney. Absolute piece of shit human being. Pretty sure, right? Had some pretty bad allegations against him. Oh my god. That would have been one of the greatest touchdowns I ever scored. Did he get it out of bounds? It doesn't look like the clock's going. We're going to get a shot off here. Maybe even 2. We might even be able to get into field goal range. If, like, St. Brown can get far enough to the sideline there, we might got something here. No one's going to the sideline, so we'll just dump it off to the running back. And we're going to overtime. Hits. It's tail. I always go tails, too. Fuck. All right, come on, D. Give us a chance. We have 500 yards passing with Spencer Rattler. Just give us a chance. Don't do everything in your power to choke our first place in the NFC. And we're putting it... Got a chance. There we go, Cephas. Good grab. See, now here's something I 100%... I almost want to know this going forward in Madden. Do I... Like, will this go to a second overtime? Because, like, I have no time left? Is that how this game works? People, like... Oh! People have said that. That, like, if I let this 2 minutes to go, it'll still give me more time. Can someone confirm or deny that in the comments, please? There we go. Right into... He gets popped. But we're right into field goal range. So at worst... I mean, should I get a tie? Can we be like the Eagles and, like... Will a tie be good for our playoff hopes? I don't know. I want the touchdown. Let's go Hawkinson. There's free yardage. Almost 600 yards passing for Spencer Rattler today. And we might lose. Oh, I dropped it! Jesus. Okay. Did not expect this was happening today. Oh, that's actually filthy. And we go over 600 yards. And we got to... Oh, yeah. Oh, this is... We got... That's our... Cephas should be open. You should be able to get... We should be able to... Cephas' 10th catch and a game-winning touchdown here. No, linebacker drops back into coverage. We should throw it away. We stand there like an idiot. That's bird timeout. I mean... Let's try and kick it. Goggles gets it up. And it's not even close. And it goes right into the hands of that guy. Fuck off. Fuck you, Madden. Stat line's absurd. Fuck, this game sucks. 600 yards. We lose. 2 picks. 243 for Slayton. $164 Cephas. Almost 100 yards for Hawkinson. Defense that we spent so much money on didn't do a damn thing. Is what it is. As we're watching a team go from the 1 seed. We're probably going to lose the next 3 games. Let's be honest. It's probably the rate that we're going. Going into the next week, Dallas has surpassed us for the first round bye. But, you know, obviously we know, I think they're tied, right? I think we're 10 wins. They might just have a tiebreaker. They do. So we're both level on wins. 3 games in front of us. What are the Chargers? They're 8-6, so it's a playoff caliber squad. I'm sure we're going to lose by 30. All right, so coming to this game, we have a 5 overall point advantage. We're 5 points higher. So knowing that, we are the favorite. Very much the favorite in this game. And in the opening drive, we settle for a field goal because we are not very good at scoring touchdowns in the sim. But our defense is playing well, and we do still get the first touchdown to score the game. We're doing a great job containing Justin Herbert. Back-to-back touchdowns for us. LA gets one back, but we are not being denied. A lot of momentum right now for Detroit as we go into the 4th quarter, up 17. Chargers get an early touchdown there to make it nervous, for sure. This is looking pretty good, though. This is looking like a favorable result. There's no way they're getting 10 points in under a minute. It was stupid close, but we get a win. Very much needed win. Again, fucking ever since the dev trade, Rattler's been god-awful. We got 4 picks on Herbert, but Rattler has not had a good game from a sim standpoint since he went up to an X Factor. Explain that. I mean, I guess, actually, you know what? That could explain the question of, does X Factors have any influence whatsoever on your sim stats? And we could say if, you know, again, could just be the Spencer Rattler dev trait that we have, but it appears, at least anyways, to not do anything. Maybe it's detrimental to your player. Huge game, though, from DeAndre Swift. 154 yards and a touchdown. We have over 100 yards for Cephas. Happy seeing that. Defensively, Fred Warner, 12 tackles. Sack from Mohurst, sack from Lim McNeil. We have Harrison, Drake Jackson, and Melifonwu Owarie getting the picks. Would have been nice to see Fred Warner get one, though. He's sitting on 7 interceptions on the season, but that is a big-time victory. We very much needed that. And with our victory over the Chargers, Dallas slipped up and actually got leapfrogged. They went from the 1st seed to the 3. Carolina's right there, number 2. But we regained our first round bye and just got to handle business here. Week 16 on the road against the Chicago Bears, who are, you know, they're turning around. Everyone in the division actually seems to be finishing out the year strong. 8-7 for the Bears, though. You know, at this point, they might be on the outside looking in for the wild card, but they definitely want to play spoiler for the Detroit Lions, potentially locking in the 1 seed. This should be a pretty good game. Let's go, though. Every time, oh, it's a snow game. Thank God I'm not playing this. I would absolutely hate playing a snow game. On that opening drive, though, we went for it in 4th down, ended up getting a touchdown. Bears able to respond. This should be the team that can run the ball better. And from that standpoint, should be us. You know, I'll take the Andre Swift every day of the week over David Montgomery. But maybe they have a slight advantage with Justin Fields at quarterback. But hey, Rattler can scramble as well. So here we go, going down the red zone, trying to tie this game up. Had to settle for a field goal, but a quick turnaround there. That's back-to-back field goals in red zone possessions against the Bears. That is not going to win you football games. Able to get the touchdown, 2-point conversion. Tied up at 24 in the 4th quarter. Final drive. Going for, oh my God, we might be able to force big time. Oh, we're going to OT? And in overtime, 3 and out for the Lions. Very quick 3 and out. Bears go all the way down the field. We lose. It's a close game. Why is he so bad in the sim? 40% completion percentage for Spencer Rattler. Like, in what world are you this day and night from what you were pre-X Factor to now just being almost a liability since you got the X Factor? No one really had a hot game offensively. Kuda had 2 picks, 15 tackles, Fred Warner, 1 sack, Minka. Man, we're sloppy. This is a very, very disappointing and sloppy end of the season for Detroit. I don't know, man. We might have blown that number 1 seed. Hey, Darius Slayton's just out for the year. Maybe we'll give him for the Super Bowl. I don't know. Unbelievable. All right, we're still the 1 seed somehow. Carolina there too. Like, what are we tied? Do I have like a win in hand? How big of a game is this potentially? So we're 11-5. Panthers are 11-5. What's the Z mean? The Z mean I've secured the first round? But there's no way, because we still got. That's probably something to do with the schedule because of the 17 games, I assume. But 4 straight wins for Carolina. They have all the momentum. We're very spotty to say the least. Bucks are not in the playoffs. They're 7-9. So, I mean, I might, you know, if things get a little shitty in this one, and it's like the 4th quarter, maybe I'll come in and try to get this one over the line. But right now, man, not a lot of confidence in my team to secure that first round bye here with a win against Tampa. I don't know, man. I just need Rattler to be anything better than like 50% completion percentage. All right, my confidence right now, it's like 20% confident that we'll be able to get that first round bye. But I mean, hey, technically, we have the lead. Look, we're fucking 2 touchdowns down already. Oh my God. I'm like, I almost feel like this is, I don't know. Hopefully Carolina loses. But this is, if we do get the 1 seed, we don't deserve it. I can tell you right now, point blank period. With the 1 seed on the line, we lose fucking 43-16 against a non-playoff team. And Rattler continues to be on fire since he got his superstar X Factor. Explain the logic to me. DeAndre Swift, superstar X Factor, can't get over 50 yards in the sim. Cephas had a nice game. Defensively, Fred Warner, 10 tackles, 1 sack. So fucking tired. It's so bad. If it's, Madden 22, just be better. It's not hard to be better. 43 points. All right, let's go. What? We went from the what? We were the 1 seed, and now we're the 2 seed. Washington came in, like, I mean, whatever, man. Don't deserve it. Gotta run the gauntlet. Team actually plays good when I can control them. It would have been nice, you know, to have 1 less chance at slipping up, but they deserve it. I actually feel like justified. I don't feel bad. I don't feel frustrated with this result because fucking man, why is it so bad? Like, why is it so hard for just good teams to play good in the sim? Let's quickly look at our regular season stats, and we'll be back maybe tomorrow, if not the next day, to get this playoff run on. But 0 momentum for this Detroit Lions squad going into this Super Bowl run as we hope to win a Super Bowl. Not a bad year for Rattler. Really cold, ice cold since he became a superstar X Factor. Again, explain that to me, why that's a fucking thing. But 4,600 yards, 35 touchdowns, 14 picks on the year. It's a solid year. Strong season from him. DeAndre Swift for missing a lot of the year. 800 yards, 7 touchdowns. Evans with 5 and 4. 6 touchdowns there rushing for Breida. Rex Steiner, genetic freak, had a couple. Generally, our run game was solid, not great, especially where we did sim a lot near the end for whatever reason. I don't know if it's our playbook or what have you. They just don't do anything in the sim. Cephas High, let's go. Had a breakout year. 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns on 82 catches. 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns for Slayton, who's had 2 significant injuries. As you can see, they're averaging almost 90 yards a game that he's featured in. 870 and 4, St. Brown. 680 and 7 for TJ Hawkinson. That's actually his worst year for us. Still pretty damn productive. On the defensive side, Fred Warner, 150 tackles, 8 TFLs, 4.5 sacks, 7 picks. That's a pretty absurd stat line. Harrison, 110. 106 Minka, 105 Okuda. 12.5 sacks from Van Genk, leading the team. 11 from Mohurst, 17 TFLs as well. Very happy with our defensive line. Interceptions have been good too. I mean, most of those picks too for Fred Warner came in the sim. Is what it is. Goggles was solid. 83% field goal percentage. It's probably as low as you want to see. Punting, 65 punts, 26 in the 20. Let's just get a very good picture of like the league. Maybe where our guys ranked. So Mahomes was outstanding. 5,000 yards, 42 touchdowns, 8 picks. Rattlers kind of up there, at least for tutties. But Joe Burrow, 45 and 6. Really, really good year from him. Zeke Elliott led the league. 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns. Saquon had a hell of a year. 1,400 yards, 17 touchdowns. Receiving, Russell Gage Jr. from LSU, formerly of the Falcons. Now doing his thing in Green Bay. 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns. Sure. Why not? Slayton and Cephas right there as well, just outside the top 10. From a defensive standpoint, Fred Warner leading the NFL in tackles, leading the NFL in interceptions. I like seeing that. Sacks goes to Myles Garrett, 23 sacks, 17.5 Khalil Mack. Did we play? We did play the Browns, so we probably helped a little bit for Myles Garrett's sack total there. I mean, we'll see the yearly awards, hopefully, when we're getting ready for a Super Bowl here. But that is how we're going to wrap up this episode. We finished with the regular season. Ice cold, and you know, I'm motivated to like kick the shit out of every team on this playoff run because of how bad the sim is. Like I feel like if we just crash and burn, we let the sim win because the sim put us in this predicament. So I think we're gonna be extra motivated here. Last time I did hop in and play a game, 600 passing yards for Spencer Rattler. Exact same sliders, exact same settings we've ran for this entire series. So at least in my hands, I seem to be mastering Spencer Rattler now that he has the Gambler X Factor. And hopefully we can absolutely work Chicago in either tomorrow's or in 2 days' times video. But thank you guys for watching. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.